All right, Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Fadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the Spirit and power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Fadash, in the name of the Holy Spirit. And basically, this is doing a response video, and the main topic of discussion that great test is coming upon all us, as Elder Apostle Tahar always say through the Spirit. Is going to be a great shaking in the house of Israel, starting off with the men, that call themselves the men of the Lord, the prophets, even the false prophets. All right. And the Lord is going to also try the true prophets as well, seeing if you have the integrity and seeing that if you're of the elect. All right. Also, you don't know what you don't know. All right. Another quote from Elder Apostle Tahar. And it makes all the sense in the world through the Spirit and power and through the faith of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash, that all these things that we was prophesying, saying unto the winds, and all the listening and that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding being built up in us, it's been making sense, but it's more and more clear evident that this thing is going to happen. It's going to come to pass. All right. And it's talking about the what. Let me get that in Habakkuk 2. All right. Very basic. But hey, there's lessons within lessons. And ultimately to keep you on point and keep, the vision. Because even when I was thinking through the Spirit, I was just, when I was running my errands, I was thinking through the Spirit. It's a reason why so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, especially starting off at children. And I'm going to just speak for the so-called quote-unquote black community, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They have a very, very wild imagination, growing up as children, as kids. But it all makes the sense because at the end of the day, through the Spirit and power and of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai creating us to be his people, we are those individuals that form all things. All right. Matter of fact, right quick, I believe Jeremiah. Let me see. Salakia. Jeremiah 51, 54, Isaiah 54. No weaponship. Okay, Salakia. Jeremiah 51 and 19, the portion of Jacob is not like them. All right, and that ultimate portion is the elect, the house of David. All right, we're not likened unto the 2/3, man. All right, but to go more further into detail, all right, because at the end of the day, the whole nation is a righteous nation, but the Lord always dealt with the elect, certain individuals that would know the name, praise the name, and believe and have faith in the name and power of the Almighty through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Even going all the way back to the wilderness, yes, during that time he did deliver, the whole house of Israel, but during that 40-year period in the wilderness, the Lord did cut off the undesirables, the ones he did not want ultimately to see the land. All right, even though it was prophesied unto Moses, but hey, his works did follow him. All right. And, eventually, through the Spirit and through reincarnation, he did end up seeing the land because he was he was the man that the Lord used to deliver the whole house of Israel out of bondage, out of Egypt. So don't get that twisted. But nonetheless, we're talking about the 2/3 of the undesirables. All right, the Lord left them off in the wilderness to be cut off. All right, through the Spirit. All right, so that can be, part of the breakdown of Jeremiah 51:19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, is his name. And ultimately, the whole house of Israel is not like the heathen. Okay, because at the end of the day, Psalm 147, verse 19 on down to 20, kills the whole argument of who the Lord gave the law, statutes, and commandments to. Not only that, Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, verse 6, Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, verse 6, all right, goes into who the Lord really loves and cares for and who he has chosen to be his own people. And throughout all the scriptures is mentioned about Zion, Jacob, Israel, which Jacob and Israel is the same person. His name got turned into Israel once he received that blessing, fighting off against an angel, a mighty angel of the Most High Yahweh. All right. And Jacob was a man, letting you know how powerful we were back then, being in our full strength. Okay. All right, the portion of Jacob, but ultimately, it's all about the elect. All right, the portion within the portion that preach righteousness, believe on righteousness, believe on the scriptures, believe on the Lord. All right, and the times that we're about to enter into, our faith is going to be tested. All right, that's what it's ultimately this video is going into. The hot topic, the hour of temptation, which is deadly serious. Meanwhile, you have false leaders, Israelite leaders. They call themselves Israelites, but they're not teaching the correct doctrine. They're not teaching the truth. They're not telling their congregation the truth, what's about to come. And here at Great Millstone, even though, majority, the masses of the people look at it as entertainment, they don't take it serious. But at the end of the day, these things will come to pass, man. All right. And let's go back to Habakkuk. All right. 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Constantly staying on watch, staying diligent, staying diligent and vigilant. All right, make your calling and election sure. We have to keep believing and doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah if we have a chance or opportunity to be saved and delivered from the death and destruction that's about to come upon the whole planet Earth, but mainly in America, Babylon the Great, where most people are stuck in. And not only that, a lot of people, they have the opportunity to leave America for, certain individuals. But it's just something in their spirit. And that's how you know the Lord is in control of everything. Because something in their spirit tells them, come back to where you originally from. All right, where you were born and raised in, man. It's just what it is. And us being the hopeful, fearful elect, we're not planning on fleeing from death and destruction. All right. At the end of the day, we're going to be delivered and saved, or we're going to be destroyed. It's terrible as that second option is, us being the hopeful, fearful elect. We have to put that much hope and faith into the first option, believing that we're going to make it first go around, man. This shit about to get tight, tight. Shit about to get hell, man. All right, how you doing? Shit about to get spooky. But verse 2, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, that's the faith. The faith and the patience of the saints, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, because at the end of the day, we want this place to go down. We want captivity to stop. We don't want to be here anymore. We really mean that shit. You be thinking, and that's all through the spirit, because the flesh might fuck with you. The flesh might make you a little nervous, a little scared, because you don't know what's in store for you. Like I say, you got through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you got to shake that shit off. And that's why it's important to learn as much and do as much. All right, believe, keep believing. Don't stop. Like the brother said, we too late. Hey, we too late in the game, bro. We got to keep fighting. It gonna get harder. And like I say, the walk we doing now. Like I say, it gets hard, but like I say, man. And I gotta ask certain brothers, like through the spirit, have you ever been homeless before? No food, no water, no income. Every week, every 2 weeks, no more money. All right, they're gonna bring out that solution, which is the wicked solution, because following after that shit will get you destroyed. According to the scriptures, according to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's words, man. That's the time we're entering into, the time of great testing. All right, seeing who's of the elect or not. And it gets scary because we don't know. Shit real like chill, but meanwhile, people still playing, people still lying, lying in the doctrine, lying on the names, lying to the people, knowing goddamn well this devil about to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. And it's something through the spirit. As I do this walk and talk, Lord will go out and, do a street ministry lesson. And ultimately it's going to be going into the same thing, because people are losing it. People are becoming more and more to the realization government wants to destroy them. Civil war is coming. They're realizing, America's most likely is not going to recover for what's going on right now. World War III. People are preparing, man, but they're preparing carnally as to, preparations, guns, firearms, max capacities of, artillery, heavy artillery. That's what they going to believe in that day. All right, but that's not going to be the answer, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gave him the blessing of the sword. It's Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. It says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace." It says, "Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." And that's going to be the great terror upon individuals, all right, especially the ones that don't know what the fuck is going on, especially those people. All right, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. All right, when these things come to pass, man, it's a wrap, man. All right, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. People are gonna fucking lose it. See, this train fucking with me right now. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, this train get the hell out the way. But it's all good. But that's the time that we're about to enter. All right, weak knees, feeble humans are about to collapse, man. All right, people dropping dead. All right, people in fear and shock to the point they don't even want to fucking move. I'm talking about for hours. Just picture that. You know, especially you women. You women, hey, that's why me personally, like I said, the more and more you grow in this truth, don't take these women serious, man. They're a fucking joke. They're just something to damn put your dick in, man. Honest the truth. I'm getting to that point. Because even if you try to deal with a woman spiritually, mentally, and physically, they still rebellious as hell. So, man, hey, like the elders say, Isaiah 4:1, when all hell break loose, that's when them bitches gonna be listening. Excuse my French. Oh, it's gonna be a glorious day. You know? And most importantly, it's gonna be a glorious day because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to destroy this land, man. We're about to be on top. We're not gonna be in captivity anymore. That's what you people fail to realize, man. That's what our people fail to realize. And Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Wadash, man. All right, have faith in the Lord. Now that the train coming back in motion, and I can cross over now. And Lord will, Lord will is, I make it, man. And people, you know, really truly believing and fighting. All right, no matter how fucked up you are in the flesh, in the mind, in the spirit, you know, in your spirit, man, keep fighting, bro. It's all we got. It's the reason why we got this. Either we gonna live for it or die for it, man. And that's the mind frame I want to have, especially in that day. I mean, yeah, of course, it's easier said than done right now because everything's still operational. Like I said, when no more jobs included, no more money, no more transportation, no more moving around, cars, whatever, your everyday life is going to be on that MOTB system, that digital ID, that RFID device that you have to put and cut inside your flesh. Revelation 13, 16, verses 16 on down to 17. All right, you're going to receive the judgment of Revelation 14, 9, and 10. The Lord is going to fucking melt you. Anybody in the midst of the ones that receive that MARK, he's going to leave you here like food in the oven and just on purposely let it overcook. All right, you people are going to be fueled to the fire. I pray that I'm not, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but hey, I got to keep fighting. I got to keep striving. That's the difference. You got to put forth the effort. You know, and I'm speaking to myself. And also you non-believers, man. You non-believers, man. It's going to be bad business. And you false prophets too. You know. And here the elders done did countless of videos dealing with ISUPK, IUIC, you know, pussyfooting around, you know, the MARK, the MARK, the MOTB, not telling the people what for what it is. Man, it's about to get real fucked up out here, man. Verse 7, Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect is going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, Israel. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right, written in the book of life, the book of deliverance, ultimately what it goes into. Because all Israel is going to be saved, but the Lord does have a group, a peculiar group, the non-desirables, the undesirables of Israelites, that's going to be tossed up in the furnace and cooked the fuck up. Hey, that's scary, bro. All right, that's very scary, man. So that's the times we're living in. Meanwhile, people still not hearkening, people still not believing. All right, 2/3 still being 2/3, and you know that's cool. You know, still got, you don't have as much scoffers and scorners, but you still have niggas that talk shit, but they talk shit underneath their breath because they see what's going on in the planet Earth. Esau gonna show you how vicious he is, and that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that's why people fail to realize, man, they really love the heathens more than they love themselves, more than they love their own fellow Israelite. But that's due to the curses, man. All right. That's why I pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I keep enduring. I keep praying that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, deliver me in that time and in that day, because I damn sure need it, bro. We all need it. True believers. So I'm going to close out right now. All right, the water for tuning in. I'm going to say Kahalayam La Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. That Jesus is true. Peace, love, and blessing to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Till next time, I say Shalom, Shalom.